Hey, thanks for checking out this video. We are taking a look at the Kel-Tec Sub-2000 Gen 2 Glock 17 9mm variety. I have owned this firearm for a little over 4 months, and it's been great. I'm surprised by its accuracy. I consider myself lucky to actually have gotten one of these. My local gun shop happened to have one on the shelf, and it was the Glock one, and I had to grab it because I saw it. These things, I'll put the retail price of what the MSRP suggests on the screen. I was lucky enough to have kind of a naive gun shop owner price it $20 under the MSRP. So score on that. Most online or retail stores are marking this thing up by like $100 simply because it's so hard to find. But anyway, features of this gun in the Gen 2. Key part right there. Folds in half, does have a 16-inch barrel, is threaded. The thread protector has been very nice. I can't even get it loose right now. I tightened it up so much. But compared to some other guns where you're always losing this thing or it's getting loose while you're shooting, does not happen with this gun. The fit and finish for this, being a Kel-Tec, it's subpar in my opinion. Prime example here, if you just look right there, I mean, it's just rough. You can tell the rails don't really meet exactly together, so kind of flimsy. The exposed bolts, the trigger is kind of sloppy. It is checked and cleared, by the way. You can buy replacement triggers, and you can buy these pads and all this other stuff for this gun, but I'm just keeping it as is. One thing I didn't really care for was the rear sight. I thought this would flip like an AR, but it doesn't. It's kind of fixed, so once you bend that over, it's just there. And it's got a really tiny hole to look through, and when you're aiming down the sights with this rifle, you really have to mash your cheek up against the buffer tube here, and this thing will be moving back and forth as you're firing. I haven't had any issues with it, but this will pull out my beard hair. I'm not sure what exactly on this gets caught, but almost every single time you get an ouch moment with it. But pretty cool little truck gun. It weighs in about 4.5 pounds, so slightly lighter than my AR. And these are some of the ETS 30-round mags, which work very well with this gun, so let's shoot it. And another thing to point out here before I start shooting, I'm used to wearing ear protection like this, but because you have to mash your head down so hard to get a look through the sights with this thing, I'm going to be using these kind of earplugs. The charging handle is really stiff on this thing. And the trigger, sloppy. Accurate little rifle. And we're backing it out to 100 yards here. I can only see the top half of that gong. I'll put a little arrow on the screen as to what I'm aiming at through the hole in the fence. Let's see if I can hit top half of that gong at 100. I hit something. Hit some dirt. That was a hit. And let's do a little 30-yard work on those guys. It's a headshot. I'm gonna hit some of those animals. Sweet. And the thing's incredibly accurate for what it is. So, all in all, if you can get your hands on one of these, I would highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.